It's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic, and I'm in the middle of updating my inventory planner, and I thought I'd share this with you. So you can see this is how I used to keep a record of inventory of all my different distress products. You can see at the bottom I've made notes of whether it's the ink cubes, the oxides, the markers or the crayons. As I printed this sheet out a few years ago, of course every time new colours come out I've just been adding them at the top. So it's a new year and I thought now that I've completed my outside collection after getting the latest lumberjack plaid, I thought I would go to the website and reprint. So I'm going to link this down below for you in case you've not come across these sheets. But the new sheets have got all 70 colours in there. Now you're probably wondering what this little DOMC stands for, and you can see here this is the stamp set that I've used. And to make it easier and quicker, I am just going to stamp across all of the little the boxes where you are meant to swatch the colours. I am just going to stamp this all the way across, and then it's going to be so much easier and quicker for me to update my collection. Now of course when I printed the sheet originally some years ago I didn't have a lot of the products, so at the time it was kind of fun just to stamp with some little love hearts. They were just random lawn fawn love heart stamps, different colours for different products. But I think this is going to be a quicker way for me to catch up, especially as of course the new colours come out every year, right? So I'm hoping this will give you some inspiration and idea yourself from an inventory point of view, because if you're anything like me you'll have bought duplicates or bought them in the wrong, like I've bought distress inks rather than distress oxides in the past. So the idea of this is really I'm going to use my highlighter pen. If I've just got the D for distress, then I'm going to cross that off, the O for oxide, M for marker and C for crayon. Now of course if you have got more refills you might want to do an R rather than a C, so you could convert this however you choose. You might have the sprays, however you want to do it, but there are lots of things on the website, different swatches for each of the products as well. So this is really my overall sheet. I do have other sheets in my inventory planner for each brand as well, but this is just an overall one which is easy for me to quickly glance at to see what I've got. Now I've got my little legend at the top, and I'm just going to find another little stamp here, and this is what I'm going to use for when I want to add on my refills as well. So I don't have many refills, and what I'm going to do is just use that little flower, that little asterisk sign, and put it at the side of either the D or the O, whether it's the distress ink oxide. Whether it's the distress ink or the oxide refill. I don't have any oxide refills at all at the moment. I've only got a handful of the distress ones as well. So this method I think will work really well for me until I get to the point where I need to reprint this sheet completely from scratch and start again. Now I've also printed this sheet in alphabetical order. Previously I'd just done it in, I think it must have been in the release. I don't know what order it was in. It was quite random. So initially it's going to take me a little while to find things, but what I'm going to do is start with the sheet that I've already got and then find it on my alphabetical sheet. And as I mentioned, looking at the colour codes that I've got, I'm either going to just highlight the D, O, M or C. Now I've decided to keep it quite plain. I've used a grey midliner highlighter just to cover this off. I didn't particularly want any colours, I wanted to keep it nice and neutral. And actually you can see on the left just below that sheet is one of my swatches that I have just for, I think that's the oxide one actually. So I do also keep them separate because of course the whole idea of the swatch sheets is that you get an idea of what the colour looks like. I've put a link to my video about that. I use the Jennifer Maguire model and I find I use that all the time because I've not just got distress inks, right? So that little option using the coin cards is great because I have got all of my inks in the Catherine Pooler, the archival, all random ones, not just the distress ones. So I find using that method is so much better when I do want to look at what colour I need. So you can see here I'm just finishing off now with the distress inks that I've got for the refills, and I'm just going to put that little mark at the sign so I know that I've got that one if ever I need to purchase more of them. And really that is as quick as it is. I think this took me about 20 minutes in total. I love being organised and I hope it gave you some ideas as well if you're wanting to organise your inks over the new year. Have a great crafting week.